really good one. Their last race, I believe, was quite close.
Oh yeah.
So, oh, they put that character
I didn't
in.
catch that text. I think it's a new one.
Yeah, it's something about 5,000 rupees.
Well, there's a good start on the way.
Yeah. Good, that'll give them quite a bit of access in Kakariko and give them a little bit of a head start on Zora whenever they can eventually get there.
Oh yeah.
The last thing you want to do is farm for rupees, but...
Oh man, Willard taking a little detour there.
Just checking out what's in the
bushes. Looking a little
bushes.
wobbly, actually. I hope he's okay. So, do you want to make any predictions about the race, or are you too nice to do that?
I feel really bad, but I guess in my earlier predictions, I predicted Willard to come out as the winner.
Well, you know, we checked it earlier, and 51% of people did predict Willard, so I guess he technically is the favorite by that rating. I think In the Name of DT has a little more experience actually running the game outside of randomizers. As far as their randomizer experience specifically, I think it's pretty similar. They've been doing it for about the same amount of time and have put in about the same amount of work, from what I know anyway.
Yeah, that's
I
very
give a
true.
slight edge to DT personally, but yeah, it's hard to predict. Ooh, DT getting a bomb drop there and a magic drop.
Nice.
Hoping to get a magic weapon now.
Yeah, that would be great. It would be really nice to have like a medallion, I guess, or the fire rod even to use against the ball and chain guard.
Or an ice guard, or an ice rod, so you can freeze the green guard and throw him at the ball and chain guard.
Yeah, that's my personal favorite. But it doesn't seem like Willard, as far as I can tell, is killing as many things as DT is to get drops. But he does have his bomb, so you know, he doesn't really need much more from this point.
Yeah, and in the version of the randomizer that they're using for the tournament, bomb capacity upgrades will give you a single bomb in your inventory. I believe that's where you got the one from.
Yes.
During this first part here, they're going to try to kill these guards, the few that they actually have to kill, as efficiently as possible. And going out of the way to kill other guards for drops is optional, but is a pretty common thing to see from players. But now that they both have bombs, you probably won't see that as much. The ball and chain guard coming up is one of the most difficult kills in this part of the game to optimize. However, a safe option is to use at least one pot and then finish him off with your sword, or a second pot.
And Willard didn't kill the green guard, so...
Get that
a fairy drop.
To finish him off.
Oh goodness, this is scary.
Okay, you got the fairy, he'll be okay. That was really close, actually. When he did the spin, he almost got hit by the ball.
But it's good he knows how to handle the ball and chain guard. You see a lot of newer players or casual players just swiping as fast as they can, but that's actually worse for you than slashing in a rhythm, I guess a slower rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. About half a second is how long his invulnerability lasts, so you want to delay your slash about a quarter of a second.
Yeah. But it's good he didn't die, so that's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, death like that would set him behind for a while.
Yeah. Now we just have that exciting walk back up to the main room, and
you know, Parallel Worlds has a bad reputation for all the backtracking, but they don't know about Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, that's true. And they've probably never played a Kanzian Seed before.
Oh. Lucky them.
Yeah, exactly. I did ask DT once what the DT stood for in his name, and he said, it's an inside joke, and if you can figure it out, I'll give you a star. And I never figured it out. So, like a gold star, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hire a private investigator to figure this one out. Prize sounds worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have DT in the snake room, and he got pretty good RNG in there, actually, so he just zipped right through.
Oh, yeah. It's nice when you can do that, especially when you don't have the boomerang like we would in a normal speedrun to stun these guys. The Fighter Sword isn't quite as effective. It does come with a spin. We're making good use of that.
Not a single drop, though.
Yeah, having a single bomb is enough to get the stock room in the sewers, but you're going to want more for Kakariko Town. Well, there's some in that chest there. That'll be just enough to get through town.
Yeah.
I don't think he missed the 8-drop that DT picked up. I think he just hasn't gotten it yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because DT did get the full magic and then right after got the 8-drop, or he got one before the other.
Yeah,
so.
That was in the vanilla heart prize pack, which the snakes are in, but the rats are not, so he won't have a chance to get that in escape, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's okay, because 4 bombs is enough for him to open up escape and Kakariko. All the hearts in Kakariko anyway, so he should be fine for now.
Powder in the stock room, that's kind of nice.
Not bad, yeah. Especially when you only have 3 hearts, it could be helpful.
It's going to be a while before they can turn that in for an additional item, what we like to call a fetch quest, when an item opens up a single other item. Ooh, DT not counting chests, opened up the rolling papers there in the sanctuary.
See if Willard does the same thing. That's honestly a common mistake, I feel like, is... Yeah, and he went for it too.
Yeah, I don't count chests at all, so I do that a lot.
For the road.
I think we saw a crystal at Desert and Hera, and a pendant at Eastern, was it?
I looked away for too long, I think, and didn't catch it, but maybe Willard will check.
Looked like Eastern was the green pendant.
There's a bunch of magic in that tree, and he's going to check the lumberjack item.
It's valuable intel, even though he won't be able to acquire the item just yet.
No, and he might not need to.
I wonder if either of them will remember that they got full magic from the pool tree and make use of that if they need magic at a later time in the run.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I think they're both going to be taking pretty similar routes from here. Jin.
Yeah, this is a pretty common early game, for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, the red boomerang.
Ooh, doesn't want it?
Wow, walks away from it.
That can save a little time in a few places, for sure.
Yeah, it could. Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of the red boomerang, to be honest, because Willard's skipping it too. Maybe they're both afraid of it too, just like me.
Afraid of it?
It's really fast and it goes really far, and I just don't know how to handle it, so...
Oh, wow.
I am not a fan. But I never ran 100%, so I don't even know how to... Do you even use it in 100%?
Well, yeah, you have to in Ganon's Tower, at least.
Oh, right, because you can't switch between.
That's right. In the middle game.
Yes. I'm playing too much Randomizer lately, I guess.
Everyone is.
Yeah,
all the rage.
True. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's in this little hut here.
I believe this is Blind's childhood home. Well, it's holding the temper sword.
I mean, I'd be pretty upset too if I had to grow up here. It's pretty empty and dark. And a heart piece. Or not a piece, sorry, it's a whole container.
Oh yeah, a whole container. Whole container of hearts.
Mm-hmm. Not creepy at all.
Not the sanctuary heart though, so they don't have to feel bad about picking it up.
That's true. Who wants the sanctuary heart?
You can tell which one's the sanctuary heart because it has a funny face drawn on it.
Yeah. Or, you know, it'll just refill all of your hearts instead of just adding one.
When you pick up these, when you walk in here and pick up the 2 pots to get these chests, when you're halfway bisecting the chest, when Link Spray is halfway bisecting on the right half, you can actually open it, but on the left half you can't. So if you pick up the left pots, you have to move additionally inward towards the chest to open it, but on the right side you don't have to do that. So it's actually a teeny bit faster to go up the right side, if you're aware of that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think there was a medallion and flippers in there.
Yeah.
The medallion may be important. At the very least, you can use it to kill squirrels on Death Mountain.
Yep. And DT is abusing chickens. Somebody call PETA, please. Oh, look, this even trade for the... Oh, not really an even trade, I guess. I forgot that the guy doesn't charge you 100 or 300 rupees, but they got a little bit of a of a profit there.
Yeah, deal, but I'd say it's not a sustainable business model.
No, I don't think you'd want to sell 300 rupees for 100 rupees.
Yeah, and that was like the current Hyrulean exchange rate.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think in here, yeah, just another heart piece, or maybe the sanctuary heart, who knows?
Oh, yeah, if they're not missing any hearts, we can't really tell. There might be a slightly different sound effect, but I don't actually know if that's true or if I just made that up.
You may have made that up.
Okay. Spoilers,
but I don't know. Well, you know, I don't really pay attention that closely, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still can't tell which music is Light World or Dark World when I'm playing. I have no idea which is which.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that they told us, and when the randomizer started incorporating started randomizing the crystals and the pendants, they're like, yeah, just listen for the music and you'll know if it's a crystal dungeon. And I'm like, is there really a difference? I never knew. But I think once you hear it and you actually pay attention, then it's a very noticeable difference.
Well, somebody told me there's like trumpets on one of them and like violins on the other.
Oh,
and
really?
I don't remember which was which.
On the Super Nintendo?
Apparently there's
fancy.
instrumentation on MIDI audio or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
Clearly it didn't help me to identify which is which though.
No, clearly not. But DT found the boomerang in this swamp. What do you call this?
Can't avoid that one.
The dam area? Yeah. But it's a less scary one, so it'll be useful.
The blue boomerang has probably more known and practiced applications than the red one, I'd say.
Yeah.
As far as the strategies that we implement with it.
Oops.
Oh yeah, you're not going to want to walk in there.
No.
Yeah. You can walk along the bottom of these holes for a similar reason to why you can open a chest when you're perfectly bisecting it, because Link's sprite is symmetrical, so the lower half of it and the right half of it kind of take priority if the terrain that he's standing on is perfectly dividing his sprite. So you can walk below or to the right side of holes that are 8 pixels away from the wall, like here, but you can't walk along the top because the lower half will take priority and you'll fall.
Interesting. So is that the intended way to do that cave? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think you're supposed to use a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Bombs or something.
Well, they found half magic in here, so...
Oh, I'm seeing real flippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, half magic is super comfortable.
It is, yeah.
Oh, and the bow.
Oh, perfect.
That's even more important.
Yeah. Good thing we caught that. Yeah. Oh, a nice fairy drop for DT. He's getting a little bit low on hearts there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a screen, honestly, it's kind of a little scary to be low in hearts, just because those crabs can really dart at you quickly, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a little overpowered, I'd say.
Yeah. Alright, so we got a bottle with a bee in it. Oh. So now we can fight Ganon. Finally.
Okay.
And from the hobo, we have...
Probably something good. Oh, okay.
Piece. Well, a little too much faith in that guy.
Yeah.
Now we'll see them cross paths. Oh, DT went into the warp. Was that intentional?
You know...
It was. Okay. Interesting.
Couldn't tell you why. Oh, he's going to turn in his bottle, probably.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. That's pretty cool routing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Never really thought about that, actually.
Of course, they're loaded on rupees right now, so Willard's going to go straight to Zora.
Yeah, that's a good call. Especially because he has the flippers, too, so we can just swim right over.
Yep.
And he could also get the piece on the island. What is it called? It's not even an island. I don't know what the names of anything is in these locations.
Zora ledge thing.
The ledge. Okay.
The ledge. I know you're a French Canadian, so you don't know English.
The ledge. Something like that. I haven't taken French since the 9th grade, though.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Okay. And Zora has...
I like how Willard stands to the side there, so if he doesn't want Zora's item, he can just save and quit.
Yeah.
Little time save there.
Unless you're running NMG and you accidentally go too far over to the side and have to move over to pick up the flippers, but you know, who does that ever?
Don't know how that would happen in NMG.
Well, when you're bad, and
okay,
that's how it happens. Okay, everyone's doing it, not just me. All right, yeah. So you have Willard going probably to Sahasrara's hut, and I imagine he'll probably do Eastern as well since he can.
You know, Eastern wasn't a crystal, but it's a green pendant.
And Sahasrara's right there. I mean,
yeah, I might do it if it were me.
I think I would too. Ooh, bomb blast.
Oh, he accidentally picked it up.
Oh,
from pretty far away.
That's awesome. Not for him, but ooh, the flute.
Oh yeah, nice.
So you're gonna sing the swag duck anthem, right?
Oh man, you gotta do the beatboxing and I'll do it like a 90s rapper.
Oh my god. I don't think anybody wants to hear that from me.
Oh no. Oh no, from either of us.
Swag dunk. That's what Michael Jordan did in the 90s.
I'm sorry, I don't actually know the lyrics.
I don't know them anymore.
And even if I did, I would only know the bass harmony, and that doesn't sound good by itself.
No. No, it really doesn't. Alright. DT is not grabbing those bombs either. And Willard looks like he's gonna go open up the bird.
You know, they both got a single item that let them accomplish one more thing in town, but not the other. So DT went back there with just the bottle, and Willard's going back there with just the flute. So they are each going to have to make another trip back when they get the other item.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Yeah.
I wonder if DT will actually do Eastern, though, since he's coming this way. But he may do what Willard did and just want to go open the bird right away, just for fast travel.
A lot of people don't really like to do dungeons early, especially if they don't think it's going to be a necessary one, if it's not a crystal dungeon. Personally, I like to do dungeons.
Me too, yeah.
For sure, and DT's going to do it. That's nice. That'll give us a divergence, which could really give us a more clear, a clear indication of who has an advantage. If something important is here or is not here, that's going to determine that.
And Willard, since he was able to open up the duck, he is now on Death Mountain, grabbing the old man. And so we'll get to see what's up there as well.
To get to Death Mountain, normally you need a pair of gloves to lift up the rock, but in Randomizer it's possible to get up there with the flute instead. Got the pearl. Normally the old man, I think, gives you a hint about the pearl.
Yes.
But he's cutting out the trouble of having to go up there yourself.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But now we'll get to see what's on the Spectacle Rock and inside the cave. Maybe something good? Nope.
You wouldn't be able to get to it just yet anyway.
No. Ooh, the mitts though.
That's pretty nice.
That's great. And DT finding the map.
The mitts are going to be a required item. At the very least, they'll need them to get into the Dark World on Death Mountain to get to Ganon's Tower, but they also open up access to Turtle Rock and Ice Palace and Misery Mine.
Yep. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to all of those places without them and then realized I can't get in.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Just play glitch till you can find another way in.
Yeah. DT had a pretty interesting strategy in that skeleton room. Instead of going to pick up another pot, he just waited and arrowed the last skeleton.
Yeah, that's cool because, you know, in normal runs you would never have the bow there. So making use of items that you wouldn't normally have is always cool to see.
Yeah, it's beauty of Randomizer, really.
For sure. So Willard with the mitts, he's gonna use this opportunity and the pearl to go into the Dark World. Check out that map for us.
So plot is not required. Well,
there's only one pendant in the Dark World, which means that whatever I said about the crystals in the Light World earlier was incorrect.
Good stuff.
Oh, but our tracker luckily is way ahead of us.
Yeah.
Marking all of that down.
Well, it's his job, so. But he's doing a good job at it anyway. Oh, the boots!
Oh, very nice.
Wow. So Willard has both items now that are going to help him travel fast. So
yeah, he's doing some questionable dashes though. Not the most efficient ones I've seen.
No.
Having a little indecision there.
But he doesn't speedrun the game, so I mean...
That's true.
Give him a little leeway.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So he's red boots, a red sword, and red mail. He is ready to go.
Nice.
You don't have to humor me.
So with pretty much full access to a large amount of the Dark World, what are the best locations do you think to check out first? From where Willard is.
Yes, yeah. And DT is going to fight Armos, which is a good call. And then I wonder if he'll go into Sahasrah's hut afterwards and pick up all the items there.
Oh yeah. Can't imagine he would do anything else.
But you never know.
Oh no.
I get the digging game. Best game in the game. Better than the actual game.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, just give me a digging... Oh, the ice rod!
Okay.
He's gonna need that too.
Sure is. Ice rod is often a hard item to track down just because it's one of the... Well, it's the only potentially required item that can be just about anywhere.
Yeah. And you only need it for one thing.
That's right.
Oh, and the fire rod for DT.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Look at that.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's not a place that Willard's going to check for a while. If he didn't do it when he was in the neighborhood once already, he'll probably put it off until he doesn't have a lot of other options.
Yeah, especially now that he has all this Dark World access. I wouldn't blame him either for not going there right now, just because he has so much open to him now. So, but now DT's. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say he's still lacking the items to really fully clear many dungeons. Well, okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to say that again? Okay. DT getting the flute now. In Hype Cave, just maybe a little bit hype.
Yeah, I mean, Hammer opens up a lot.
The shovel's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like bring it to a party or anything, but
I would most definitely not.
No.
Well, it depends on the party, but probably not.
That's true. Do you go to any like digging parties or like gardening parties?
Oh, you know what? I think that's a real thing.
Well, you seem like the type that would go to a gardening party, so.
Thanks.
Alright, so we're gonna get to see what's on the pyramid.
We don't even have to kill Aghanim.
No.
How nice.
I'm sure the chat is pretty upset.
I did not see what that was.
The lamp.
The lamp? That's useful. That's going to be his first fire source, actually. It also means he doesn't have to do dark rooms.
Yeah.
Always a good thing.
Although I think that both of these players know the dark rooms pretty well.
Well enough to do them if they have to, but...
Yeah, but you never really want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is easy to, if you're not super familiar with the dark rooms, to lose, 10 minutes in there just trying to find your way.
10 minutes?
Okay, when you're bad at the game, it's easy to lose some time. Everyone's doing it, not just me.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, I saw Andy die a couple times in Dark Mire. He was not at 100%, let's say.
Yeah. Whatever could that mean? So DT picked up the book wherever he just was.
Willard.
I forget it now.
Willard got the book.
Willard, that's who I meant.
A soggy book.
I saw the book. DT got the Moon Pearl. And now he's probably going to be grabbing the mitts.
For sure.
If he doesn't, then all hope is lost.
Nice to see Willard doing these spin dash to open up the King's Tomb there instead of bonking into it. I think DT was actually the person who found out that she could do that.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually that it works.
Yeah, it also keeps your bonk count down, at least by 1.
Yeah.
That's maybe the most important part of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be embarrassed with a high bonk count.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Ruin
Unless
your
it's
randomizer
69, then you can justify it a little bit.
That's true. You could say it was intentional.
Right.
Okay. 50 rupees in the bonk rocks. And DT going to check Meyer.
Oh.
Where were the boots?
Village of the Outcasts.
Right, right. I love that Willard is just taking advantage of spin speed everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
It's great.
So DT is going to be able to get intel on what's required to open Meyer here. And he'll be able to open up just 2 chests. He doesn't have the mirror, so he can't do anything in desert or check checkerboard or anything.
No. 10 arrows and 3 bombs. What a bust.
Little ammo. He doesn't really need it right now.
No, not really. Got a vanilla key on the torch here.
Looks like desert pallet. Oh, you know, if you get caught in those quicksand pits, you can actually tap R to move out of them.
Really?
That's something that was only recently discovered. I don't think that was known by almost anybody, if anybody at all, other than maybe the people who programmed the game until like last year.
That's crazy. So how does that work? You know?
I have no idea. I mean, you just tap it. I mean, you hold the D-pad too. You can tap and it moves slowly out of it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright, DT is going to get the boots. That's where they were.
They'll be happy to see those.
Yes, definitely. And, oh, I thought he was going to keep walking. Sometimes when you don't have the boots for a while and you've been walking everywhere, it's easy to forget that you can dash places.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind bootless gameplay in general, but
yeah,
most people prefer to have the boots because it does speed things up a little bit, and it does make enemy encounters a little easier because you can just oftentimes just skewer them instead of having to actually interact with them.
Yes, because interacting with things is scary.
That's for sure. So Willard picked up just the rupee pot in the circle of pots and skipped both arrow pots.
Oh wow. I mean, I guess that would be the disadvantage for him in not running the vanilla game, not running NMG or anything, so...
Yeah, some of those common locations where we stock up on ammo or items in a normal playthrough, in a normal speed run, are things that kind of knowledge that he would lack just from lack of experience.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if he's ever really watched NMG runs or not, so... Or paid attention. I probably wouldn't pay attention to what people were picking up.
Oh no, that's hard to just like absorb when you don't actually do it yourself.
And when you don't know the importance really of what they're picking up and why.
For sure.
So it's an Agnes cave here. Ooh, 300 rupees, not really useful anymore.
Would have made all the big purchases.
Yep.
So DT having picked up the fire rod from Eastern, he's able to do Skullwoods early.
Yes. Good
choice in my opinion.
I think so. And it looks like he's just gonna go straight through and beat Mothula. This is usually my strategy through Skullwoods also, is just beat the boss and then go and look other places. And then if you need to go back, you can always go back, but I just don't like looking through the chests in this dungeon. I feel like it takes too long.
If you don't like looking through the chests, you might as well just skip them. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Really? I mean, there's like, what, 1 or 2 items in this dungeon? It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I forget that many locations in most runs anyway. Usually I can still finish, so...
Exactly. You're much better off going somewhere that has more chests, like Swamp, or... If you need to, anyway, or Pod. Oh, the net from the witch.
Oh, hesitated a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I mean, it's not a bad idea.
He remembered Aghanim 2. He does have to kill him, so he might need that.
True, yes. How else would he kill Aghanim 2, really?
DT's challenging Mothula. Tempered Sword is not a terrible fight. You only need 4 hits. Fire Rod is half damage, so 2 Fire Rod hits will release 1 Tempered Sword slash. Spins with a Tempered Sword aren't going to do any more damage anyway. Not a bad fight. Got a little caught in the corner there, but didn't panic. Didn't die or anything.
No, and that's the most important thing. Although dying in Skullwoods isn't the end of the world because it's such a small dungeon.
Yeah, that's kind of the sectional design of it kind of gives it a built-in checkpoint.
Yeah. But fun fact, if you ever have Mothula stuck up at the spikes like that, if you poke dash him, you can do damage to him.
Yeah, yeah. And what exactly is a poke dash?
You know, when you poke him and dash.
Right. Normally when you're holding your sword out and you poke an enemy, it does half the normal sword damage, or at least the sword damage will be decremented by a single level, which is usually half damage. However, if you're even in the process of charging a dash, it will do full slash damage. So the idea is to kind of get your sword right up on top of him and start charging a dash. And it actually won't knock him back into the spikes to negate the sword's damage. So that's kind of difficult, but definitely a viable option if you're in a bad situation in that fight.
Yeah, so pretty much what I just said. So.
Pretty much, yeah.
So now we have Willard doing Thieves Town, which is a good choice. This is always one of the dungeons that I always hope is a crystal.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's got lots of items.
He ran past here earlier, but didn't have the hammer at the time, which would block off a single chest. He didn't want to risk the potential for an item to be there.
Yeah. Because usually when you don't have the hammer and you think, oh, well, it's fine, I'll just come back later, you forget.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that happens and ends up being an important item. So good for him for waiting for the hammer. And DT is checking the final chests in Skullwoods here.
Yeah, finishing clearing it out. Doing the Emma route.
What is that?
Well, you said this is how you do it earlier.
Oh.
Gosh.
It's like, what does this mean? God. Well, yeah, but I usually come back here if I have to.
Right, of course. Looks like the big key location is going to be the last chest he checks.
Ooh, the hook shot.
Oh,
See,
never mind.
See how great my route is?
That was a good route.
That's great, though. That maybe he'll go up to Death Mountain now.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad choice. He does have the Titan Mitts and the Moon Pearl. He'll be able to check all of the East Side and the Light World and the Dark World.
Yeah.
He may check a couple of the locations first. He does now have the boots, so he may check the bonkable locations first.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see him make use of a super speed glitch to open up King's Tomb. That's his trademark.
Yep. That's so cool. But then he'll find a sad heart piece.
Oh.
I must say, though, for somebody who doesn't speedrun the game, Willard does have pretty good movement and strats. Like, for somebody who just does randomizer.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a lazy player by any means. He has really tried to improve for the tournament, I guess, you know, especially, but he's been playing for a little while before the tournament as well.
Yeah.
He does know that with the red mail, you can pretty much just walk into any enemy. It's no big deal.
Yep.
Good game knowledge.
Faceplant the damage and you're good to go. Yeah, it looks like DT is going to be checking Death Mountain, which is a great choice.
For sure. See how these squirrels treat him in the Waffle House.
Wow, it almost looks like you got knocked out of a hooking that rock. But I don't think that's what happened. I don't think he maybe hit the rock before he got hit.
Now, when the hookshot kind of goes over a ledge, since the overworld doesn't have proper layering, it tries to like assume that anything that it passes after that point will be under it. It just sort of changes its depth, you know, in just a sort of toggle. So if you hookshot over a ledge, like the corner specifically, it just won't grab the rock on the other side.
Wow. The mirror and a heart piece. No, it's a container.
Oh yeah, another container. Not the sanctuary heart though.
Nope. Haven't found that one yet. Oh. Alright.
Willard's challenging Blind the Thief. There's 3 phases here. 3 hits per phase, no matter what weapon you're using, as long as the weapon will damage him at all, does the same damage. Technically, there's no random factors to this fight. That doesn't mean that it's not hectic and or chaotic.
Yeah, it's not a bad fight.
Not too bad.
One of my favorite ways to fight him, though, is with the Cane of Samaria. I think that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very fun way to fight him. In fact, any boss that you can kill with the Cane of Samaria is some of the most fun boss fights.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so it looks like the, what do you call that? The floating island?
I call it the Death Mountain Island.
Okay, the Death Mountain Island was just a heart piece.
That's right. So, this one was actually a heart piece.
An actual heart piece, yes. So yeah, and it's funny because Willard has 2 items that DT needs, and DT has 2 items that Willard needs. But I think, other than that, they're pretty even. Pretty
equal, but Willard is having to do things a little bit less efficiently because of the things that he is lacking.
Yes.
I mean, DT could have done Thieves Town when he did Skullwoods if he had the hammer, but you know, Willard also, because he doesn't have the mirror, he can't rescue the smith while he's doing the hammer pegs. He can't get back to the light world, and well, he's already turned in the Batcave, I guess, but he had to do that separately. You know, he wasn't able to consolidate the actions, and he won't be able to actually finish Skullwoods if he goes up there for a lack of Fire Rod.
Yeah.
Ooh. DT tried to do a little glitch there where you hookshot through a block, but I think his timing was a little poor. He's gonna have to go upstairs, jump down. Gonna have to do this the developer intended way.
Yeah.
Revenge of Miyamoto.
Lame. And now he's gonna use the mirror. Good choice.
A little bit easier.
Yeah. Willard should be coming across the hookshot though, because he is now in Skullwoods.
Yeah, he won't be able to complete the dungeon though.
No, that's true. Interesting choice from him then, since he doesn't have the Fire Rod.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot in this Death Mountain cave.
Gonna check Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Bombos.
I think they were both Bombos, and that's the one medallion that we haven't tracked down yet.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
And hookshot for Willard.
That's right. May continue checking this dungeon.
Yeah.
Looks like a good position for that bomb jump. 2 pixel range to jump over a 32 pixel gap in a vertical straight line like that.
Yeah. Not a whole lot in the hookshot cave. Just rupees and a heart piece. An actual heart piece.
Right. And Willard's going to be following DT here.
Yep, looks like it. Checking Hera. It is a crystal, so good call.
Oh yeah. He has everything that he needs to fully clear it as well. All he really needs is a fire source.
Yep, and he has that Fire Rod. Let's just hope he doesn't have to do Tile Room, though.
Yeah, the Tile Room is the bane of many a runner.
Yes. At least it's not Parallel Worlds, though. And it's only one Tile Room.
Parallel Worlds, there's literally a single room with 4 of those tile things. You gotta do each one individually. And then kill Moldorm in the same room.
Doesn't that sound fun?
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine the design meeting for that one.
Oh my god. Right, and Ether Tablet has the Cane of Samaria. Ooh. Wow. So Willard's doing really well for himself here. Getting a lot of really important items.
I imagine DT would check that after Hera, unless he forgets. That's the only reason he wouldn't. There'd be no reason to. Oh, he doesn't have the book. Oh, that was at Catfish, wasn't it?
That was another reason that he wouldn't check.
That would be a very good reason not to check it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, that's why we make a good team.
There you go. See if Moldorm has anything. I don't know if they're missing just the map.
Oh, we don't want to poke him with the tempered sword. Spin in
No.
a slash would be enough, but if you do a poke, then it puts him into his fast phase here. Make the last hit a little more difficult.
Yep. Bombs. So he doesn't have to do the tile room as far as I know. I don't think he found the map. But I have been wrong before.
I don't think he needs the map. I think he knows his way around. Oh wait, there was the map. In the vanilla compass chest.
Oh, okay. So.
I just saw it on Willard's cam there.
And the compass was in the vanilla map chest. DT is going to do the tile room.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because there's one more item left.
Right.
I
guess so.
Yeah.
We're going to trust that he knows what he's doing.
I play this game.
Right.
Sometimes.
It's going to make use of the iframes from that pig there. I think this room, I mean, it's a pretty easy room anyway, but this way you can at least, like, you know, walk out the room, walk up the street and get a drink from the market or something.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good strat.
Oh yeah.
Use the arrows, you could use... What else? I mean, if you want to be fancy, you could boom dash, but...
Ooh, that is fancy.
Yeah. I think I've done it like once in my life. And Hera has more bombs.
Oh, nice.
Disappointing as always. Alright, so this could be really interesting because, you know, like we said earlier, Willard did not check Eastern when he was over there earlier. So, but Armos has the fire rod, and that's going to be something that he's going to need to get the crystal from Skull Woods, as well as finish Turtle Rock.
Right, yeah.
So, we'll see how much he checks before he goes to Eastern Palace. But I wouldn't blame him for everywhere else.
Yeah, in fact, Palace of Darkness was a pendant too, so it's not like he's going to be in the neighborhood for any reason until he's searching for that last item. And he'll probably check Palace of Darkness before Eastern Palace.
Mm-hmm. And he already did check Sahasrarla's hut, so he doesn't really have that incentive to go there. But DT is now digging, so he is going to dig up the ice rod, which is good. He needs that item for literally one thing.
Literally one thing.
I mean, he could use it for other things, just for the swag, but, you know.
Yeah, and that would be nice to see. It's pretty rare to see people make very effective use of the ice rod. Mostly because it's not a very effective weapon.
No, it really isn't. Does it work on, like, the Lionels or anything?
I don't think so.
No. I imagine that would be, like, a low percent strat if it did, but...
Yeah, maybe.
Hearing. Was that a shield, I think?
I believe that was the fire shield.
Yeah.
He said, no thanks.
I mean, the fire shield, I don't think I'd go out of my way to get it, but it's kind of one of those things where, you know, like when you don't have a shield, you kind of notice sometimes because, you know, it can block projectiles, and I don't know, there's some strategies in the game where you can just face an enemy and with their projectile will come at you and it won't hurt you because, you know, you have the shield.
Right, right.
Then randomizer when you don't, you get hit.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Yeah.
Try to be tactical and like absorb a projectile with your front and it just hits you right in the face.
Yeah, it hurts.
Let's see if in the name of DT gets hit by any projectiles that he could have blocked if he got that shield.
Well, doesn't the fire shield just protect against fire? And projectires?
Yes.
Fire and projectiles? Okay. And then the mirror shield. is like laser.
Some lasers. And it also reflects Wizrobe beams right back at them.
Does it really?
Yeah, they'll actually bounce right off. I don't think they do anything. I think it's just a visual effect, but it looks pretty cool.
Oh. So it doesn't actually kill them?
I don't think so.
No, well, that's too bad.
Yeah. Would be a really cool thing to do.
Yeah. DT is getting awful close to go mode here, I think. What does he need now? Just the Canis Amaria and Bombos?
Yeah.
Looks like, and then he's good to go.
Yeah, he may be making his way over to Catfish pretty soon.
Yeah,
look at that book
right now.
May check both the tablets right away.
Yeah, and Willard only needs Fire Rod and Bombos, so he's also really close. So it's gonna be a really interesting race at the end, or getting to the end. It'll be a race when it's over, but
right.
You know what I mean.
And Willard, he knows the Hammer Pig puzzle.
He does.
That shows a sign of experience right there.
What a god. There have been times where I have messed that up. Just, so I'm like, wouldn't it just be faster to get this one? And then I'm like, wait, there's a reason we do it in that order.
Right. I think the most common mistake is falling off when you do super speed.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Okay. So Willard again not finding much in the hookshot cave.
No. It's a lot of chests. You really get your hopes up when you go in that cave.
Yeah. But it can really let you down.
Sure can.
Looks like DT is gonna check the
this thing.
This ledge cave.
This is the North Graveyard Mirror Ledge Heartpiece Cave. I think that's what it's
Can we shorten it?
Okay, it's that cave.
Okay, that's better. Okay. And that cave only has 20 rupees.
No, it's a shame.
Not anything that we need. Okay. Willard, I wonder if he's going to check Small Palace.
Could definitely be. It's not the only thing in the vicinity. Nope.
Or he's going to... Oh, he's going to go to the island? What was on the island?
You know, I don't recall.
I don't know if I saw when either of them went by.
Imagine if it was Bombos this whole time.
Could be. Oh, it's a bottle.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he hasn't gotten the other bottle from the Ice Rock Cave. Never went that way.
Oh, that's true. Well, good call for him for remembering that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, unfortunately, the reward isn't really going to be spectacular.
No.
He's to feel good about himself for remembering.
Yeah.
And that's a reward in itself, I think.
That's true. Gold star from Willard. You can put that on the fridge.
Dang, he already got a gold star.
No, it's easy.
His name. Is this a pedestal check?
It could be. Looks like it.
Oh, he selected the book. Unless he's taunting us.
I wouldn't put it past him, honestly. You got this thief in the...
And then he's gonna get robbed. Oh no, he's
I hate
good.
that guy.
Why are they invincible?
That's what I don't know.
Burn, baby, burn. A ring of fire. No, I'm not quite sure what that could be.
Oh man.
Gonna have to.
That's about to blow up. Oh man.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
I think this is Willard's first trip to Meyer, though he already knows he needs that for Turtle Rock. This time he's another dungeon that he needs it for. And he may start In fact, this may drive him or may motivate him to go to Eastern earlier. This may actually be really good for Willard, actually.
That's true. This could put him in go mode pretty quickly.
Yeah.
With that knowledge. I feel like pedestal is one of the things that I always forget to check, or I just kind of leave it until I've checked other things, but you know.
It's uncommon to be required.
Yeah, and as you can see, it can really pay off, so.
Yeah. Willard's already partially cleared desert. He's at least on the first section. He only has to do the second section now. Up to Lamolas. If we're lucky, we might see Ice Rod on Lamolas.
I'm hoping for that. I believe it takes 2 hits just like the Fire Rod, right?
Yes. They have 16 HP. Ice and Fire Rod both do 8 damage. Tempered Sword is going to do 4 with the slash and heat with the spin. So some combination of Sword and Ice Rod would probably be my preference with the equipment that he has.
Burn them and then freeze them.
Oh yeah.
Or freeze them then burn them.
Either way, it's probably going to hurt them pretty badly.
I'd think so, yeah. Oh yes, but he only has the lamp, right? He doesn't have the Fire Rod, so we won't be seeing any burning and icing.
I guess not.
I mean, you could try with the lamp, but I don't think it would work out very well.
Not on this version of the game.
No. Oh, he's just gonna use arrows.
Alright, we're gonna see an MG run fight.
Or see a 2 cycle.
Oh, maybe.
I will eat my sweater if he gets a 2 cycle. But he didn't, so my sweater is safe.
Oh, good. So is your digestive system.
Yeah. I don't know if humans can even digest wool.
You know? Too bad the Mythbusters is off the air.
Okay, yeah, it's like 30 degrees here today, but you know.
30? Oh my gosh. Oh,
Celsius. Yeah, if I was wearing a wool sweater, I'd probably pass out.
Oh.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, me neither. Pretty hot though, I think.
Pretty hot.
At least warm.
Well, I guess it depends where you live.
Yeah.
All right, so Canada can get pretty hot. It gets really humid in some places because of the lake and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a geologist, so
No,
or a meteorologist.
Can't all be perfect.
Right, like geologists.
Yes, and meteorologists. Anyway, DT is doing his little run here with hammer pegs and frog and or Scrivo, as we like to call him. And,
yeah. And Willard's going to do Palace of Darkness and probably Eastern at the same time.
It's a good call.
It's going to put him in a good position, too.
Mm-hmm. Although we know that I don't think anything important is in Palace of Darkness, but he can go for that pendant anyway.
Right. He probably won't even... Well, you know, he doesn't have the Fire Rod yet, so he will still have to full clear it. Because he doesn't know where it is just yet.
Yeah.
At the best, he could find maybe silver arrows or another sword upgrade. Maybe a shield.
Maybe a shield. Okay.
Oh, he's doing Eastern first. That's gonna be better for him because he won't have to full clear Palace of Darkness.
Well, he still needs bombos, so I mean...
He'll have to finish it, but he won't have to check every chest. He'll only need to get the big key in the dungeon.
Oh, that's right, because we know where bombos is. I knew that.
He knows where bombos is.
Yeah.
And we know where bombos is.
I knew at one point.
Right. Assuming that we interpreted the clue correctly.
Yes.
It might be
bad at riddles, but
it might have been a Johnny Cash reference, and there's cash in the pedestal. I don't know.
Maybe. That's a good point.
So how much is DT gonna check before doing another dungeon, or even thinking to check the pedestal?
I honestly would bet he'll do quite a bit.
I would think so too.
I think until he probably can't do any more dungeons is when he will check pedestal.
He may even clear out Palace of Darkness without even finishing the dungeon, just looking for items.
Yeah. Which would be a shame.
That would be a shame.
They'd have to go back in and fight the boss.
But we'll see. He did finish Eastern early, so we know he's not against finishing a dungeon, but he knows he may not actually have to.
This is true.
If he's in there.
And he might think, you know, that Helmasaur has an important item.
Yeah.
Works out that way, so there is that chance. And thankfully, too, Desert Palace is the other pendant dungeon, which is pretty quick to get to that boss. So. Yeah,
for sure. In fact, Palace of Darkness is divided into two sections which are completely independent from one another. So if you fully clear the first section, you don't have to redo any of it when you do come back to kill the boss, which is very nice.
Willard doing that big key skip strat.
Yeah.
I don't even do that strat. It's too
really?
Scary. No, I find the other one to be more consistent, like coming from the stairs, yeah.
I think most people do find that one more consistent.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like losing a run to the big key skip, so.
Yeah.
Don't want that on
Everybody
my resume.
loves resetting in Eastern.
Yeah.
We're doing escape in Eastern a bunch of times.
The best part of the game, as we all know, we saw earlier today. It was super exciting.
Yeah.
All right. And DT going to check the checkerboard cave.
You think Willard knows an Armos quick kill?
I'm sure. I feel like that's something that he would have learned.
If he did the big key skip, I think he'll have one in his repertoire.
I would love to see Willard do an NMG run one day.
Yeah, someday. Maybe after the tournament.
Yeah.
Some interest in that. I know a few randomizer players who have said that they do have some interest in doing that someday.
Yeah.
As long as the NMG community doesn't hate on randomizer community too much.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, there's the fire rod. He's so happy right now.
Yeah, you can hear it in his silence. And DT just dug up a mushroom. And so I'm sure now he's gonna go check the witch. And I believe the witch had something important.
Bug net. I think
yeah, super important item.
Yeah, for sure.
Good thing he's doing this now.
This will definitely pay off for him.
Yeah. Wow, he doesn't even grab it.
Oh man.
Run over. Okay. I bet he's going to Swamp Palace.
Yep, Swamp does have the most potential item locations of any dungeon.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a crystal dungeon, so he's going to have to complete it at some point.
Yeah.
But instead, he's probably going to do all the dungeons that he can complete first before he starts either looking in pendant dungeons or considering checking the pedestal. And that, unfortunately, is probably going to spell his doom.
Yes. But hey, then we'll have a
oh, could have blocked that projectile. He picked up that shield earlier.
Yeah, see? Learn our lesson from DT. Pick up your shields, children.
That's right.
That's probably like the one place where the shield is actually useful.
Yeah, in like a planned strategy.
Yeah. Okay. Anything exciting in either of these dungeons? I mean, we don't have very many exciting items left.
Yeah. Not too exciting. And DT is also still looking for the Cane of Samaria.
That's true. And that was at Ether, I believe, right?
Yes. And he couldn't check that because he didn't have the book, as we agreed on earlier.
Yes. Or you thought he did, and I told you he didn't. So.
Right. Basically, we agreed.
Okay.
You corrected me. I agreed, but you were right.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, Swamp has so many chests, so it's, it's good to go check it, but at the same time, beating the boss, or like not having to check anything, is much more preferred, because you can just kind of walk right through and go straight up to the boss without having to find a big key or anything, which is nice. It's quick.
You just have to open up that first chest to get that small key. Everything else you need is just keys under pots. You don't have to you don't have to think about anything. You don't got to get lucky or look for anything. Just try not to die to Argus.
Yeah. I'll never forget the NMG tournament when Runner Watcher died to Argus.
Oh.
And everyone was like, what? How did that happen?
Can that happen?
Apparently, if you're a Runner Watcher.
Rip Runner Watcher. Oh, Willard's picking up a shield here.
Oh, see? Now when he goes to Swamp Palace, he's going to be able to block those projectiles.
That's right.
He's not going to take any hearts of damage. Okay. Yeah, that maze is always terrible to go back through.
Yeah, he's just looking for that big key now.
Yep. And he knows it can't be in the big key chest, so he just skipped that.
I hope it can't be there.
No, that would be hard to acquire.
Unless he picked it up and forgot, it's going to be in, I think, the last chest he's checking.
Yep. It's always in the last place you look.
Well, yeah, okay. Right.
And there it is. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that bonk sometimes too, because you can dash right back up the stairs.
Yeah, that'd be a funny thing to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hammer dash.
Oh yeah.
Making really nice use of his items here.
Yeah, for sure. Candace Mario, really effective item. If you want to see a fun strategy, go to the first room of Skull Woods, where you have to lay the statue on the switch, lay a Candace Mario block on the switch, and then walk right out the door. And your game will crash.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does that happen?
I don't remember the technical explanation, but somebody did, I think, figure out why it happens, but it's totally obscure. It makes no sense. But
don't they call you the professor?
Some people say that. And man, normally I'm better at making stuff up, but I guess I'm tired today.
Yeah. It's always next time, I guess.
Right.
Okay, so Willard's gonna go fight some turtles, and DT is still searching for Bombos and the Canis Samaria in Swamp Palace, but we know that neither of them are there.
I mean, he's still making progress. He's definitely not feeling desperate yet.
Yeah. And honestly, in his position, this is probably what I'd be doing too.
Yeah, I think so.
So, you really can't blame him for coming here.
Oop. We're using a very common strategy here to hold your sword out when you fight Helmasaur. This increases the hit radius of the hammer. It also protects you a little bit if Helmasaur does charge you. And it also prevents you from turning around backwards every time you hit his mask, so you don't have to worry about hammering in the wrong direction. If he stays in your face, 17 hits to break the mask. With a tempered sword, it's only 4 hits or a spin and 2 hits to kill him. Since you have your sword out and charged already, you might as well start with a spin and then slash him twice just to finish him off.
Yep.
Red mail and 1,000,000 hearts. Not really worried about dying either.
Can't go wrong. Yep. And we did see him despawn a fireball, which was a good strat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was on purpose, but it happened.
Well, we'll say it was on purpose.
Yeah. Good job, Willard.
Good job.
Puff's getting away from DT a little bit.
Willard, we're gonna make sure that this item is what we thought it was. So do Skullwoods first, and then pick up his Bombos medallion.
And DT did the fire rod strats on Argus, which I didn't know he knew how to do, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, very cool. You can actually do that with the ice rod too.
Okay. Well.
It's a lot more difficult. An old speedrunner named MCR used to do that.
Really?
For no reason except for fun.
Yeah, because the ice rod's a bit slower, isn't it?
Yeah, it's slower. The hitbox on it is a little bit questionable.
Yes. DT is going to check Bombo's tablet.
The wrong one.
The wrong one.
It's in the neighborhood, though.
Yep.
It's good to remember this.
And it's 20 rupees. Ooh.
Well, maybe he could bribe one of the tournament administrators with those rupees.
Maybe.
I'm afraid that might be his best bet at this point.
Yeah. But he may actually be going up to check Ether now. I think that's the last thing that he has to check up here. So that'll give him the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, I think he also hasn't checked the Spike Cave yet.
True, that's true.
But those are both in close proximity. You may check one and then the other.
Yes. And he's going to do Ether first, which is good.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, Mothula's giving Willard some trouble here. Lots of spikes. Holy.
Yeah, it can be a tough fight. Once
Yeah.
it starts to get out of hand, it can get a lot worse very quickly.
Yep. Alright. Checking the Spike Cave.
He doesn't have the cape or the Cane of Burna.
Yeah, it's pretty
Armor
bold.
isn't going to protect him at all. With 13 hearts, you can get through if you do some good hookshot uses. He does have a red potion, though. He still has that.
Ooh. He's gonna use it.
While you're holding this rock, you actually won't take damage from the spikes, like indefinitely, but as soon as you throw it, you always take damage on the first frame.
Oh, wow.
So if you pick it up with like 2 hearts, you'll take like 1 damage while you're picking it up, and then you're definitely gonna die, so.
Yeah. Oh, we just missed the hype of Willard getting Bombos from
Oh yeah.
Pedestal.
I suppose that is rather hype.
Bombos, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Sorry, we're late. Okay. DT might be going to Ice Palace now.
Yeah, this is another crystal dungeon and he can't finish it. He's gonna full clear another pretty slow dungeon though.
Yep, unfortunately. And we cannot even toss the bird. He's just gonna burn to a crisp.
Oh, poor bird.
Yeah. Well, not really, but
Yeah, that guy's kind of mean, isn't he?
yeah, he's a jerk. Especially when he's like hovering over the entrance and then you just take damage. Like you can't even help it while the dungeon's opening. That's the worst.
Yeah, if you use Quake to open that dungeon, it won't actually affect him at all. And yeah, he'll be able to hit you. Can't really do anything about it. With the red mail, I think it's only 1 heart loss, but if you lose your sword beams, just slows down some of the strats in the dungeon.
Yep. So Willard will just be searching for the big key in Meyer. And I believe he also wants 1 small key, if I'm not mistaken.
If he doesn't want to hover, actually, you don't even need 1 small key, but you can get there a little more quickly from the east side if you have it.
Yeah.
Because you can go through the locked door in the spike room.
Right.
The warp on the west side is not protected by a small key lock, only by the big key door.
Okay. And he has 666 rupees, so
Oh boy.
that's lucky.
Yeah.
We'll see if DT can Ice Palace bomb jump better than me. I bet he can.
We'll see. How good does it have to be better than you? In your own opinion.
Okay. Well, he has to get it probably on this try.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Okay, well, I guess I win this contest.
Nice.
I think I was doing a low percent run and I died here. This is where I died because I couldn't get the bomb jump for some reason. Yeah, I was like, really? In low percent, this is where I die? Of all places?
I guess sometimes you just kind of, you lose your rhythm and you just can't find it.
Yeah. I thought I had them right, like the pixels right, but I just didn't.
Ah, yeah.
One of those. Okay. A lot of searching from the two of them here. Although Willard must have the big key now. Since he's going downstairs. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe he does.
Ah, getting the magic drop.
Yeah, good call. Although he wouldn't need it, but...
right. But still, why not?
Yeah, why not? Just grab everything at this point. He has everything he needs, so...
Yeah, why not just use bombos, like, in every room? I mean,
yeah.
Might as well.
Good idea. Now that he has it. I mean, might as well. He worked so hard to get it.
That's right.
Interesting strat there in that room, yeah.
It worked, so...
Yeah.
DT's gonna do a little ice skating.
Yeah.
I think you can appreciate this. As a Canadian, you're probably a fan of ice hockey.
I'm not, actually, but...
Okay.
You know, I can pretend.
I think DT is, though. A big fan.
He is, yeah. Yeah.
That's why he's so good at it.
He's also from Michigan, which is basically Canada, so...
Basically.
Yeah. And I think he works in a hockey arena, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
So, there you go. He's all about the hockey.
I had no idea.
He should be good at this dungeon. Michigan is in Canada, yeah. Haven't you looked at a map lately?
In Canada.
Pretty much. Alright. Oh, look at these strats from Willard here. Isn't this like the WQ Vinny? Almost, sort of, except the ending.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, single lightning is really good. Ideally, you want to get 0 lightnings, but it's very hard to do that. You gotta be very precise with your movements, which fortunately is very risky to do. So single lightning is good enough. On Crystal's old world record, which stood for a few years, she actually got a single lightning on Vitreous as well.
Wow. And it was on keyboard.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and the map in that last chest. That's not the last chest, but it was almost the last chest.
We're going to see the two runners in the same dungeon pretty soon, but in very different situations.
Maybe they'll pass each other and they can wave hello.
Willard's still at 666 rupees.
Yeah, hasn't even picked up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people in the Link to the Past community that use keyboard and actually have gotten really good times with keyboard. But I guess it's just mostly what you're comfortable with and what you're used to and what you learn on, and you just get better from there, really, so...
Yeah, definitely. I think it's, generally people think, you know, keyboard's easier for some things and harder for other things. Some people might have a much harder time with the keyboard, but overall, if you practice, you will improve.
Yeah.
Or whatever you choose to use.
Yep. I think pumping would be a lot easier on the hands with keyboard, but...
Yeah, and pumping is like one of the most important elements of the speedrun, in my opinion.
Yeah, you need that 10 seconds.
Right. 2,000 inputs for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Approximately. It's about 1,800 actually.
It's good value.
Yeah. It's good for the hands for sure.
Yeah. If you want carpal tunnel.
It's worth it to be a top A Link to the Past speedrun.
Yeah. Because you can't get world record without pumping. We
That's
all know
for
that.
sure.
Yeah. So Willard, lucky him, is able to just do the NMG route through Ice Palace to finish it. Doesn't have to check any chests or
That's right.
go into any crazy rooms or anything. He's just gonna
DT's getting the bomb.
fly through. Yep.
Gonna pay a visit to the old fairy.
Who isn't even
Cursed
there.
fairy.
She just left you some gifts outside.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It doesn't actually count down, I think, in this house.
No.
So if you let go of it, you have plenty of time to pick it back up.
I wonder if he's not gonna use the hookshot strats. I don't know if he knows about them. But if you're carrying the bomb and you hookshot into those bushes, I don't know if it works on anything, but usually you would hookshot into those bushes. You can dash with the bomb.
Yeah, it'll work on anything you can hookshot. Also, if you take damage, you can dash quickly, and it'll stay behind you.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, it's hard to make use of.
Yeah. Let's see this all-star fight from Willard.
Ooh. He does have enough magic to use the fire rod some more. Does twice as much damage as the tempered sword does.
Yes. This is a really scary fight.
Well,
Like,
with red
when
now.
you don't know it.
That too, yeah. They do a lot of damage. They move all over the place. Ice is random. Well, it's not random. The way it splits is random. So you don't always know how to dodge it.
Right, because you don't really know where it's going. Alright, so DT is now going to check Palace of Darkness.
Hopefully, well, for him, he fully clears it, up to Helm's Sword.
Yeah.
Still behind, but at least that would be a step in the right direction.
Yep, very true. But Willard now just has Swamp Palace, which will be super quick, and then Turtle Rock, which he'll just need to find the big key and a couple small keys. And then Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. I think we'll see a 0 Cycle Argus from Willard.
Yeah, totally. It's an easy fight. Why wouldn't he?
How comfortable do you think these two players are doing Ganon without the silver arrows?
That's a good question. I think that both of them are definitely very willing and capable. I know that I think they'd probably both prefer to have silvers. But no, I have faith in both of them that they could do it easily without issue.
Yeah, I think they're both at least capable.
And I'm not sure if DT, because he runs NMG, and he might actually do Tempered Sword. I don't know if he does Gold Sword and Silver Arrows, but could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He hasn't run the category in like a year, so I forget.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. I just happen to have that. Oh, he's doing it without the silver arrows in his PB.
Okay, well there you go.
He's actually not just capable, but practiced in doing so.
There you go. So definitely DT, but Willard I have faith in. I mean, he's learned a lot of strategies that speedrunners use, and he's made really good use of those. So I don't doubt him for a second. I think that he's done Master Sword Ganon a few times and has been pretty successful. Yes, it is very tough. Yeah. So thankfully in Swamp Palace we don't need a big key, so he can just grab this key under the pot and head straight up to Argus.
Yeah. I think Argus was the name of a mythological figure with 100 eyes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know which mythology that was, but
That's...
I saw that on Jeopardy, so I'm pretty sure it's true. Yeah.
I mean...
Like last night.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But Argus doesn't have that many eyes. They're just puffs. Like,
yeah,
what are they supposed to be? I don't even know.
They look like eyes that maybe got stung by a bee.
Oh, God. It's cataracts or something, or glaucoma.
Maybe.
I mean, Vitreous really has all those eyes, so
yeah,
seems a
sure.
little more appropriate, but...
Of course, vitreous humor, as we all know, is the fluid in the eyeball. So that's where the name comes from. The little eyes in vitreous fed are called vitrioli.
Yeah. Sometimes we just call them the goo.
That's right.
Which I can't really tell which of those is more disgusting sounding, but... So I don't know. I wonder who's the chat rooting for. I mean,
oh man, yeah.
Willard's probably in the lead here, but I mean, something catastrophic could happen, and DT could catch up.
And even if he wins, they will have to do a third game in this series, so
yeah,
DT won't be out of it. There'll still be plenty of time to cheer for whoever your favorite is in the third race, assuming that Willard does win this one, which it is looking like he will.
Yes. But then there's game 3, right? So who do you think's gonna take this whole? I mean, what do you call this?
Well, I got my bracket relies on DT taking it, and I got up to 10 euros riding on that. So.
Wow, really?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you bet Christos? But that wouldn't be euros anyway. So.
Right.
Wrong country.
Who knows what's going on with the European economy? Well, we're not going to talk about that today.
No, a little too heavy. But,
right.
Yeah, I think my bracket has Willard winning. So.
Oh dang. Oh man. So we're at odds then.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Oh man, the squirrels have not been kind to either of these guys today.
Have they ever been kind to anybody?
Well, no. I'm still holding out hope for one day that they'll be nice.
You do have the option to use Quake or Powder on them, but only before they're turned into stone, to turn them into little, they're called slimes, but they look like little sacks of,
yeah.
Something.
Probably like squash or something, or like a...
Like an onion?
Like an onion?
Like an onion with eyeballs or something bouncing around.
An onion a squash?
No, they're very different from each other.
I need to look up types of squash, because...
There's a lot of kinds of squash.
Well, I feel like there's a squash that looks like a cucurbita.
A cucurbita? Is that a kind of squash?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you know about the cucurbita?
Cucurbita. You know, I don't think I've had one before.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but I think you're saying it wrong just from how it sounds.
No, I'm saying it right, totally. It's enough looking at squash. Do you think it'll be a kind big key in Turtle Rock?
In Turtle Rock? Doesn't matter what I say, the opposite's gonna happen. So I'm gonna say no.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So I guess that you're predicting everything.
Somehow. Or in some way.
I guess DT's gonna take this then.
Right. Somehow.
But he does still need some small keys, so search is not over.
That's true.
What would be really cruel is if he needed a small key and it was in the big chest and he didn't check the big chest. It's a bad thing to happen.
That's one of the worst things that could happen here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be devastating, but it would I mean, he doesn't know where his opponent is, so he would probably feel pretty bad if something like that were to happen.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like he probably thought he had the Cane of Samaria out when he hookshot that jelly, but
maybe have been killing it.
Could be wishful thinking. And the chomps.
Ooh. Gonna get hit another time, yeah.
Being very chompy.
Yeah, the timing was just a little bit off. They hit him right before he got the iframes, but luckily they didn't knock him far enough back that he couldn't still push the block. The way the iframes work when you're on those pegs, it's like the timer counts down and then it resets. It's not like the timer stays full as long as you're on the pegs, so as soon as you step off them, you always have the same amount of time. So when you step off of them, it's possible that you have almost no iframes if you've been stuck on them for some amount of time. That's what happened to him there. And of course, the chomps give almost no iframes when they damage you either, so they can really combo you pretty effectively.
Yeah. And Willard's just gonna grab this key from the pokey and hopefully get out of there.
Yeah, he has no reason to check out that other chest.
No, because he does have the big key already and all of the items that he needs.
At best, you're just going to be trading a small key for another small key, and at worst, you're just throwing away a small key.
Yeah. And I wonder now if DT is assuming that this is a pedestal seed, because it looks like he's going to fight that guy, Lambo.
Yeah, I think we might see a blind pull from him.
Yeah.
Unless he checked it. And somehow we both missed it.
Yeah, I feel like that didn't happen. Like he'd still be checking it right now. Yeah, but Willard doing the smart thing here, checking the big chest.
Yeah, there's gonna be how many more small keys left in this dungeon? 2 more, but one of them could be behind that other small key door, so one of them could be in the big chest or after this point in the dungeon, so and he knows now it's not in the big chest, so it's gonna have to come later.
Yeah.
There could still be 2 later, but at worst, one could be in the vanilla big key location and one could be in the big chest.
Yeah, but looks like it's gonna be in that 4 chest room.
Right.
Probably.
Laser room.
Yeah. And we got Fire Rod, Landmo.
Oh, nice. That was a good fight.
That was good, yeah. You got 1 cycle, so...
It's the best you can hope for.
Yeah.
Unless you can find a way to despawn them before they even start the fight.
I'm sure there's a way.
There probably is, but I don't think you'd get your reward if you did that.
No.
So, if Willard's going into this room anyway, is he going to open up the checkpoint door?
I don't think he will. He doesn't need to.
Oh,
He's got this.
First try.
Yep. Oop, and down the hole. Yep, and looks like DT is going to pull pedestal.
That's right. Unfortunately, he's a couple dungeons behind after this.
Yeah, because he still has to do Mire, which he's going to have to search a big key.
Yeah.
And Turtle Rock, which he will also have to search for the big key. Although we know it's pretty early, so... But honestly, yeah. Honestly, though, this is really good. Like, I mean, he really did catch up pretty quickly. So he is making pretty good time. I mean...
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible run for him or anything.
No. He definitely made the right choice, I think, before checking more locations. Although I'm not sure how much was left for him, really.
Not too much.
No.
Really, if there's an item at the pedestal and you become aware of it early and your opponent doesn't, that's a huge advantage. Always.
Yeah.
Any race. But it's so rare, I still don't think it's always good to check it early. I mean, especially if you have to go out of your way.
Yeah.
I think he didn't have the book when he was in Skull Woods. Otherwise, he might have checked it then.
Yeah.
Because he went there pretty early.
Yep.
All right, I think there's some some game we play with the chat when Ganon's Tower was coming up? Some number game. I think you're supposed to say random numbers in chat or something.
Something, yeah. Just yell out a number and we'll pick one. Oh, I see lots of ones. This is interesting.
I think I'm not going to make a prediction this time.
Are you sure? You don't want to ruin your winning streak, I guess.
Right, my winning streak.
Yeah. I think it'll be...
I think it'll be in Ganon's Tower.
That's a good prediction. You know, I think I'm gonna go with Bob's chest, I think.
Bob's chest?
Yeah. Oh, look, the single arrow. Yeah, you know Bob?
I'm familiar with Bob, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he's the kind of guy to hide something like that. Seems a little shifty. He is, yeah.
See 300 rupees on that torch. Do you, for even a moment, consider picking him up before you realize that that's foolish?
No, I would not grab those.
Not even a tiny little thought of, oh, cool, rupees.
No.
Oh, wait, no. Don't need that.
No.
No?
What am I gonna buy? I mean,
well, right, I mean, okay. Maybe it's just
try to buy Ganon's love, maybe, and maybe hurt me so bad.
That might work.
But maybe. Alright, so that's how many chests now? 1, 2, 3, 4... I have 6 chests that he's checked so far. Does the torch count?
Nobody knows if it counts or not.
We'll say 6 chests.
I think it only counts if you collect the item, because we're technically counting chests that have been opened as well.
That's true. 7.
And you're good at counting.
Thank you. I went to school.
Nice.
Yeah. No big deal or anything, but you know.
Well, it's down to 4 hearts.
Yeah.
That's kind of low.
I'm not sure if he has any fairies.
Yeah, I don't recall his bottles situation.
He has a bottle. He didn't pick up the B bottle that DT did.
I don't remember where the red potion was. I think it was somewhere.
2 hearts. He's beeping now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not anymore. He just got a heart.
Oh.
Not the same card. Which would have been helpful there, I think, for him, but...
Ah, yeah, the red potion was in Eastern Palace. I do believe he did pick it up.
Oh, okay.
That was one he actually didn't need to pick up, because he didn't need any more items at that point. Or, well, he knew. He needed bombos, but he knew it wasn't going to need. Actually, no, he still needed the fire rod, so he did have to pick it up. There we go.
Yeah, okay. You got it? So I think that was the 9th chest, if my counting is right. And I was wrong, it wasn't in Bob's chest. But you were right, it was in Ganon's Tower, so...
Nice.
Gold star for you.
Got the
it was 11?
11 or maybe 10. Maybe
9. I did miss a couple. I missed the...
snake? Fire snake?
Yeah, fire snake room.
Ah, yeah.
And, yeah.
See this hot mimic strat?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he did pick up the gold sword as well, but it's not really going to help him too much. I mean, it'll make the first 2 phases go by quicker, but he's still going to have to do the spins since he doesn't have silver arrows. Oh, and he ran out of arrows.
Oh, okay. There's 5 in here. Good thing you knew where they were.
And a 10 drop.
Yeah, the 10 drop would be kind of nice. DT got his 6th crystal. He's going to make his way to Turtle Rock now.
Yep. It's going to have to go fast.
Going to have to try at least.
Yep. Oh, you let go of the bee.
Is he getting the net?
He is, yes.
Oh, he's getting a potion.
Oh.
He's getting 2 potions.
It looks like he grabbed the net at the same time, but... Why did the net disappear when he grabbed the potion? Yeah,
I think the net would appear as a potion while you're holding it in the air. Like there's like a single slot for a sprite.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so I think that might be a fix that Carcat put in.
Yeah. Ooh. And the squirrels yet again.
Maybe he's going to do a couple YBAs with those potions.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
We're doing the gauntlet. We just found out that this is called the Enemy Endurance Test. It's the proper name for it.
The gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh,
According
okay.
to the strategy guide.
Oh, well. What do they know?
Who knows, man?
Not me.
Fire Rod on Lummel is 2.
Very nice.
Fast 2 cycle.
Yep.
These Wizrobe rooms in Ganon's Tower are the perfect application of the Candace Maria. I'm pretty sure that the guy who designed these rooms had that in mind.
For sure, yeah. I know those strats are pretty cool.
Yeah, and Wizrobes are a Misery Miner enemy. I think that's the only place they appear outside of Ganon's Tower. So it's almost kind of implied.
Yeah. And the game likes to do that. Like, here's an item. Now use it.
Now use it.
Oh, everyone's asking about YBA now.
Oh yeah, that was a joke.
It's
a glitch that they can't use. Well, he could use it, but we'd have to disqualify him from the tournament and never let him play Zelda again.
Yeah, he wouldn't even be able to show his face around here.
That's right.
Willard checking the last couple chests. Oh, and look, a full heart refill because he got another heart piece.
How nice.
How nice.
He's probably on the lookout, at least for the silver arrows.
Yeah, he might be. It would definitely make his Ganon fight easier.
For sure.
And a single green rupee.
There's 2 green rupee chests in the original game. One in Ganon's Tower Compass Room and one in the Turtle Rock Laser Room. So those are in the randomized pool as well.
I'm a bit of trouble with this Smoldorm.
Yeah, didn't fall off though.
No, true. And we'll see what's in this validation chest.
I'm sure I'll open it. 3 bombs.
Very not exciting chest.
Yes.
Very lackluster.
Maybe we'll use bombs on Ganon.
Maybe.
Unless he has the wrong weapon equipped in the Aghanim fight.
Yeah. I mean, he picked up the net for what purpose?
Yeah.
It's useless now.
Ooh. Not a great start here in this fight.
Pretty nice chomps from DT though. Got through that easy peasy.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Speedrun strats.
Saw with my own 2 eyes.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
I'm blind to make them, so maybe you shouldn't.
Oh. Now the truth's coming out.
Yeah. Alright, now we're off to the Ganon fight. Using spins.
Yeah, let's see how well he does this. The fact that he was searching for the silver arrows doesn't necessarily mean that he's not confident without them, because they would still save... if the fight's done well with and without, it's maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So you need 6 hits per phase. The distinction between the first and second phase of this fight isn't really clear. But when he starts spinning his trident in the phase where he's going to start making the fire circle, that's when the hits start counting for the second phase.
Yeah.
Really easy with the gold sword.
Yeah,
6 hits
really,
and then just a quick shot.
Yeah, it's really important to count too, because you don't want to continue slashing if you're going to be getting hit by the fire.
Oh, wow. Guaranteed 0 warps. Each time he warps, you want to hit him once. And by warps, when we use that term, we mean times where you can land, but you won't be able to hit him. That can happen in a normal playthrough, but not in Randomizer. So you want to hit him every time he warps. He missed 1 just because he was a little out of position. It's only a few seconds though. Oh, arrows were in Ganon's Tower. Must have been either east side or big chest, or Bob chest maybe?
Bob, probably.
Yeah, Bob was probably holding them. Alright, here we go. See how well he does this phase. If you get the torch glitch, ideally you want to hit him 3 times each time you light the torch. In order to do that, you have to time the lighting so that the torch lights right when he lands from a warp. That's the only way you'll be able to get 3 hits per cycle. Otherwise, you can very easily get 2, and that's probably what we'll see. Trying to get a cape spin there. Probably doesn't even know what a cape spin is.
Nope.
But there's like a 2 or 3 frame window for a cape spin.
He's doing pretty good though. He's getting at least 2 hits per phase, which is
good enough.
You know, what you can hope for, yeah. Oh no.
You don't want to turn blue. Fortunately, that does delay his warp, so you'll only be able to get a single hit probably if you do that. Missed the cave spin again.
Yep. Oh.
Ooh, DT getting bullied by this laser eye. Find his key there, though, in the first chest, so he won't have to deal with the other eyes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a fire shield would not have helped him there anyway, so I won't give him that lecture now.
That's true, and Willard has defeated the Ganon.
Woohoo! GG Willard.
It's going to tie up the series, which means we will see a game 3.
Yep. We have game 3. So he finishes with an SRL time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Not bad at all, especially for a pedestal required seed.
Yeah, definitely. Pretty good time.
Ended the domination of Dr. I believe that's Dr. Willy? I think that's what his name is.
Willy? Yeah, I think so.
That's how you say it.
I don't know how else you would pronounce it, really.
Can't think of anything.
Pretty straightforward, so. Oh no, we got ice from the ice head.
Oh no.
No. Try next, please. Stop moving.
He's doing some pretty effective dodging there.
Yeah, that was actually really good. He only has 2.5 hearts, so.
Yeah, you better be careful here. I don't think Trinix can kill him in 1 hit when he has the red mail.
I don't actually know. Nope. Well, there you go. We found out.
Now we know.
Thank God for that half heart.
Yeah.
Although he may have picked up fairies. Oh no, he picked up potions.
That's right. He picked up 2 blue potions for some reason.
YBA.
That's right. The YBAs.
Right. So I wonder if Willard is going to join us in here for an interview.
I think he probably will.
Okay.
Should we ask or should we just assume?
I feel like asking.
Oh, okay.
It's generally good to ask. You don't want to assume, otherwise you get in trouble. Oh, there he is. Hi.
Congratulations.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Still shaking a little. Woohoo!
Yeah. Congratulations on the win.
Oh, thank you so much. God, what a seed. Let me tell you.
So, yeah, what did you think then of a pedestal required seed?
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. I'm just glad it happened on game 2. And then I learned about it like early enough.
Yeah. That's what really gave you the advantage there, was finding out that the pedestal was required earlier than DT did. In fact, he never even checked it with the book. He did a blind pull.
Yeah.
Oh, he just... Wow. So which... Because I checked it way before I even did many Dark World dungeons. So I was in Go mode super early. When did he finally check it? Like, which dungeons had he done? Because there was, Hera, Thieves, and I did it after I finished Thieves.
At that point, he'd done every dungeon that he could do.
Yep, he full cleared Ice Palace. Sorry, my dog's barking. Ice Palace. She hates Ice Palace just as much as I do.
Wow.
Anyway, he full cleared Ice Palace and Swamp Palace.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, so... And I think he also actually did Palace of Darkness as well. He full cleared that. So that at least gave him, a bit of a leg up when he decided to go for the pedestal, right? Because he had that pendant.
Yep. He also did Eastern Palace very early.
I figured. I almost did it just because all the signs of the seed was telling me to go do it. Because it was like green pendant, I had the bow, and then Armos ended up having fire rod, so it would have made the most sense to do it earlier, and then I could have cleared. Well, no, I guess. Yeah, when I went to, because I ended up having to go to Skullwoods twice, which I felt getting that hook shot super early is what gave me a huge advantage as well. Maybe, or it made me spend more time doing other stuff.
Well, at that point, he'd already had the fire rod and was able to do Skullwoods early as well. He just didn't have the book when he did to check the pedestal. So
Okay, yeah.
He was, I would say he was a little bit ahead at that point, probably, until you had the valuable intel.
Oh, that's a good point. I kind of figured that, but whenever I first get to the Dark World, I always like to go. Oh, I like that little hookshot pull you did there. I always like to go round Dark World all the way up to Catfish if I can, and finding Hammer and Hype Cave, and then I just wanted to find the mirror because for some reason I thought Sick Kid was gonna have an item, just because that bottle on the island. But then there was a bottle in the Eastern Palace, and he only had a heart piece anyway. But
there was also a bottle in the Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, okay. I never went there.
That's the one DT found early.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I usually don't check that or Agnes Cave very early in this version.
For sure.
Unless I literally have to. But yeah, the big thing that I was worried about is because I did a lot of Dark World Overworld, looking for that fire rod, I guess, was the last thing I really needed. And then whatever medallions I needed to finish. And then, of course, I had Quake and Ether, and both of them were bombos, so I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, DT had the fire rod when you got the ice rod. So you guys I think you got it like one after the other. So that's how early he had the fire rod, was
okay.
Quite early.
Which would have been... I mean, the only advantage you really get of having fire rod early is you don't spend time looking for it, obviously. And you can knock out Skull earlier, which I'm assuming he did as soon as he got to the Dark World, which is why he got the hookshot and then did all that stuff. But yeah, you were saying he didn't make his way up to Catfish having book? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is quite a seed, but I mean, like, it's really good that you finished in, 1 hour and 40 minutes with this kind of a seed.
Yeah, I was honestly really surprised. That's better than most of my non-pedestal required seeds.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of my best times I've gotten in a while.
Wow.
I was hoping to get that sub 140, but,
You're really close. I bet if you had silvers, it would have been.
Yeah, that's why I went ahead and checked all the other chests in G Tower. I was looking for those silvers. I didn't even see where Ganon said they were.
Yeah.
King's Tower, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
We're thinking
I'm either right side or Ice Armors then, or Bob.
Bob.
DT, go back. Go check Bob.
Yeah. I guessed Bob would have the big key, but he didn't. He just seems like a shifty character. I just figured.
When I saw those 300 rupees on the lamp, I questioned whether I wanted to kill Bob anyway, because I like to do that. Also, my gosh, I went so back and forth on my way from T-Rock to G-Tower about what routing I wanted to choose. Because I felt like I was ahead, which meant I could have done right side and not lose too much time. But I wanted to leave it up to fate, so I checked the right 2 chests, and since neither of them had a key, I just said, well, I guess I'm doing left side then.
Yeah. Good call, too.
Yeah, very good call. And then finding Buttersword right next to the big key was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it definitely makes the Ganon fight easier.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, I did Silverless practice fight a couple of those right before this race, so... How did he kill him in one hit? Is it because he went to the right, so then they turned to the right?
It's actually a glitch. If you hit an enemy that can't take damage from your weapon, the damage of the weapon gets stored in like a local variable. And then any damage source at all will do the full damage of the first attack. So he hits him in the front with the gold sword, and then he lays the block down, and that'll be enough to kill him.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why it didn't work for me. Because I'd seen DT do it in a previous race, and then he said he learned it from you or something. I think.
Right, yeah. I was trying to teach people that once.
It's nice, because then you don't waste your time walking in spikes and whatnot.
Yep.
But... yeah, overall, though, this seed was...
Bombos on the validation chest.
Honestly, I can't be mad at him for that. Oh, he's going again.
He has 2 blue potions, so we could do this 20 more times with half magic.
We could be here all night.
DT, you should just fall and go fight Moldorn again.
Maybe this is why he got the blue potions.
So.
Wait, did he go buy one, or are you talking about the one in Ice Rock Cave?
Oh, he bought 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't know why, but now I think we're finding out.
Just so do you think he liked the seed, or?
I think it's a lot of fun.
So, I finished. Was he in G Tower by the time I finished, or did he just get in there?
Oh my god, he's doing everything. I think that he was. I think he was in there.
DT, it's okay. There's still game 3. You guys have no idea how excited I am to send it to game 3. I already even had planned out my closing speech that I was gonna leave in case I got knocked out today. Yeah, I've rehearsed it.
Oh wow!
I was so ready. I mean, the thing is, like, I talked to DT about this, and we are honestly like neck and neck in skill level. I think he has a very slight advantage as for execution over me, definitely. Because I only picked up this game in February, so I've never speedrun it before.
Do you have plans to speedrun it?
I do, but I think I want to go the full route of getting the cart and capturing from my actual Super Nintendo and all that stuff. It's right here, so
yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah.
All I have to do is do all that because I'm sick of my inputs getting eaten and my emulator freezing for no reason every now and then. So
yeah.
But
just don't play next to Andy, or you have that same problem with your console.
Oh, I haven't forgotten that one.
Oh man.
Poor Scudge.
SNESgate.
It was actually the reverse boss order run that you guys did that inspired me to get into planning on running this game.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
Because it was just it was so much fun to watch. And I was like, that looks fun. I want to learn that stuff. And then I started practicing playing it on my Wii U Virtual Console, so on the English version.
Oh, nice. I actually started running RBO in that version.
Oh, there you go. I was actually looking through my highlights on Twitch, and I found a highlight where I actually got my first sub 3 hours, and I was so ecstatic about a 3-cycle Aga 2 where I got a triple. I was so stoked out, and then I'm sitting here like listening to that. I'm like, God, that's terrible. I could do so much better, and yet I got like a 5-cycle Aga. So what do I know?
Yeah, well, it happens. You know, get bad patterns and get. Well, I mean, in the vanilla version, you'll get blue balls, but
right.
Oh yeah. Here I was wishing that they bring them back, and now I'm like, nope. I do not.
Nope.
No torch glitch for DT. See how proficient he is at doing this fight without.
I just learned how to do this without torch glitch.
Oh yeah?
And you're supposed to light it as he's warping.
Yeah. Actually, when he throws a fire bat, that's the timing I use. And you get doubles every time. But yeah, he'll throw the fire bat and then warp, so it's basically the same.
Yeah.
See, I did a practice race the other day, and I missed it by a second doing fire rod. And from here on out, I'm like, I'm just gonna hook shot and lantern unless I don't have a lantern, because I immediately got fire batted and fell off. Like, this is the worst.
Yeah, this fight is tough without torch glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he does have at least 1 blue potion remaining, so he's not going to run out of magic.
That's
probably.
true.
It's just so hard to do this efficiently and get 2 hits on him every time.
Yeah, you really have to get the timing.
And even I was struggling when I got the torch glitch. I don't know. I guess I just got my timing wrong, but I was even using the fire rod. But every single time he would either teleport too quickly or I would freeze him by accident.
Yeah, it's a tough fight to get down efficiently.
I'm getting a little nervous here. I'm hoping that he uses a potion. I don't think he has any fairies.
I don't think he does either. He never got the net, and I don't think there was a fairy in any bottle for free.
Oh, he didn't grab did he return the mushroom?
He did. He went there twice, in fact, and skipped the net both times.
Oh, okay.
Second time he brought the potions. Well, he has another try to get the torch glitch and have a higher quality fight the second time.
Yeah, that's true. Can't be mad about that. I actually have you winning Willard in my bracket predictions.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
you better not let me down.
Okay. Pressure's on. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and schedule for this Sunday to finish her off.
Okay. Because I'm in second place right now in the bracket predictions. So
okay.
if you screw that up for me, you don't even want to know.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, thanks.
Promises.
Wow,
We're
okay,
gonna try and go for the tie, so we can do a game 4 of Mario Party to. Dark Magician said we could.
Okay,
So
yeah, I mean,
his words. I can quote him on that.
I'd watch
Down to
it.
2 hearts again this time. Gonna yell
But
out there.
using the potion.
I'm gonna release that B as well for him.
And the B. Yep. Good. Now we've got a real fight. Now it's fair.
Bees!
I feel like he hit Ganon early enough there, but I guess not. But he still got the fire ring.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Use the torch about
This is it.
35 times, so like that.
Oh no! You gotta be kidding me!
Oh,
DT,
man.
no!
Oh, that's rough.
But he won't give up,
No, I don't think so.
and that's the good thing. He knows about the fairy in the tree.
That's not there anymore. Not on later versions of the randomizer.
Oh, he also got a fairy drop from one of the enemies.
Wow. Too bad he couldn't maybe catch that. Put it in a bottle.
Whoop, he's running away from the boomerang.
Oh, it's gonna catch him. Oh.
Aw.
DT, what are you doing? Come on, man, get that sub 2. Let's go.
You can do it.
So overall, what did you guys think of this one? Pretty fun?
It was interesting for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The routing was different very early, which is always something I like to see in races.
Yeah. I was so tempted to... I so considered to go into Eastern looking for Moon Pearl and Myths, or, you know, any way of getting into the Dark World, and I found both of them on Death Mountain. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do Aga, because Aga was in the back of my head. I'm like, Temper Sword early, Aga Tower required? Question mark, question mark.
Yeah. You did Death Mountain earlier than DT did, so you had that advantage where you had the Moon Pearl and the Mitts.
Oh, because he
Wait.
went straight to do Eastern Palace?
I believe so,
After-
yeah.
Okay.
And you also had the boots earlier than he did too, by quite a bit.
hmm Yeah, once I finished Death Mountain and then boots were in chess game, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can't drink my coffee anymore. You got this, DT.
Alright, let's see a perfect phase 4 this time.
Oh god, that makes me so nervous. This fight just... Man, it makes me nervous.
Doing alright. Looks like he's getting consistent doubles at least.
Yeah, which is good.
Oh wow, they actually
Is that a keep
Ooh,
spin?
that was amazing.
Nice.
All right, DT, you better moonwalk all the way back or up to the Triforce room when he finishes.
Taking some risky shots here, but they're actually working for him.
Yeah, that's triple timing right there. He'll get 3
Yeah.
hits here.
Oh god, every time he gets
Yo,
so
there it
close.
is.
There we go. Yay! GG DT getting sub 2.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, considering he did bombos the validation chest 100 times.
Yeah. About 100 times.
Yeah. Awesome. Good game. Hopefully he'll join us for commentary here.
Killing Dr. Willie.
Yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't get any Bomberman working. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. I gotta go back and fix some stuff. Blame Willard.
Why don't you play like the SNES version?
Super Bomberman?
Yeah,
Does that have net play?
it might.
I
I don't know.
We'll talk.
Okay.
We're gonna get that dude in here.
I'm gonna ping him, and if he wants to come in, He can come in.
Seed sucked.
I mean, the chat's really hyped about Game 3, though, I must say. Everyone was hoping for a Game 3.
I'm hyped for Game 3.
I'm hyped for Game 3, too. I am ready.
Game 3s are the best 3s.
Yeah. Whatever
That's
that
the one
means.
thing I want. Like, I already exceeded my expectations by getting out of pools, but I just didn't want to go 0-2 in the brackets. So even if I lose the next one, I can still say, hey, I took one game. We take those.
It's a good attitude.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey.
Hey.
Good job, Willard. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good job to you too, DT. That was quite a seed.
Yeah, so too high.
It was an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think I could have made much better decisions.
Well, at what point did you think this is probably a pedestal seed?
I had a hunch about it as soon as I entered pod for the first time. Because I couldn't think of any other location that I would have missed. And then you saw me leave after clearing the maze and go check Agana's cave, because I forgot about that one. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go back to pod. Let's go straight to desert. We're not even going to check the pedestal.
Just assume.
Just assumed. I could not think of anything else. I was willing to go all the way with that, even if it was wrong.
Yeah. It was a good call on your part, though. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a hard decision to make.
If you were wrong, chat would have loved that.
Yeah.
10 arrows, 3 bombs.
I would have laughed, honestly, and I would have had absolutely no idea what to try next.
You know, I guess that's kind of the fun part about it being a game 2, where you have the first one, is you can take those kind of stupid risks. I guess that's the same for both of us. I had to take stupid risks. Fortunately, I didn't take any risks this game, which worked out in my favor. Did I take any risks?
Never.
Not really. Honestly, it was weird, DT. I didn't do... The only crystal dungeons I did before I finally checked the pedestal was Hera and Thieves.
Huh.
And then, because when I first got to the Dark World, because I didn't do Eastern immediately, I went up and did Death Mountain, where I got Mitts and Moon Pearl, and then immediately flew, or at least eventually flew over to Village of Outcasts, where I immediately got the boots, and I think something else in there. But I walked my butt all the way around up to Catfish, like I normally do. So that's where I got the book.
You got the book there early, and then you would have been able to check pedestal like a lot earlier than I would have. Because
right away,
Skull was one of the first crystal dungeons that I did, and of course at that point I didn't have a way to go check the pedestal, and I didn't really see a convenient time to go back and check it at any point, which sucked.
I mean, so then after I got the book, I think I finally went up to do... What did I do next? I don't know. I think I did some overworld, but then I finally was like, I don't know, man, I just jumped into Skull Woods without the fire rod and found the hook shot, and I was like, oh, okay, so that was a good choice. And then I went up and did all of the rest of Death Mountain, where I got the mirror.
Interesting. Eastern was one of the first things that I did, since we had an early bow and it was a green pendant. And if memory serves, and I think I'm correct in this, Armos had the fire rod.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I felt immediately justified in that decision.
Yeah, and it was convenient because once I checked, I eventually, after doing a bunch of overworld and doing Thieves, I was like, well, I have the boots, I have the book, I have a mirror, or no, mirrors regardless. I went up and just checked the pedestal anyway, and when I saw I checked it twice because I didn't believe it at first. I was like, wait, what? And then I immediately went down and finished off Landmola. And then I went over and did Eastern, got the fire rod, and then that put me in go mode because Kane was at Ether tablet and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
So once I was in go mode, except for the medallion I needed to get from doing pedestal, I went and knocked the rest of it out. And then I was in go mode for Mire, Swamp, the rest of Skull, I guess, Ice, T-Rock. So
for whatever it's worth, Catfish actually held some value this time.
Yep. Well, that's why I always like to wrap around all the way up to there anyway. I was looking for the mirror because I wanted to pick up a bottle from Lake Hylia Island, because for some reason I thought that was where Sick Kid was going to have something useful, but he didn't. He had a piece of heart. So.
And that's where my routing early on was interesting, because I found my first bottle in the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
hold him down and
then there was another one in Eastern.
That kid.
So, yeah, wacky seed.
Yeah,
the wackiest.
I mean, good job,
Actually,
Hugo. Great job.
I had a question
Yeah.
for you, DT.
Okay,
GG.
what's up, Scudge?
Why'd you buy those blue potions?
Just on the off chance that I might have had magic issues down the road.
Okay. I mean, you
I
did
figured-
have half magic.
I did have half magic. I didn't have any fairies, and I didn't have anything as a reserve, so usually through the luck of the randomizer, I'll have a red potion or a fairy on backup just by default. I
Right.
just figured, let me just go get one. Or two, I guess.
But you also skipped the bug catcher debt. You could have maybe got a fairy yourself.
I probably could have, but
That's okay.
I
Heat of the
grabbed the
moment.
net,
Made a call.
and then I used that red potion in Eastern right at the beginning of Gauntlet, because I went up to the Gauntlet with like 3 hearts, and then when I took 2 steps over the spikes, I was like, I should probably heal. And then
I used my red potion in the spike cave.
and then I just had a really good Gauntlet, and I got one of the small chests in the mini Helmstar room had a heart piece, which gave me another heart container in full health. So I was like, wow,
Oh,
that's
that's
very convenient. Yeah. So I bet Bob had those silvers.
You know, it would have
I'm
been
sure
worth
he
killing
did.
them this time too. Getting those 300 rupees. It's a hefty price. on
I
his
thought
head.
about it. Also, DT, right after I passed the broom lady, I was like, oh, I should have done it. I should have powdered her. I missed my opportunity.
We got
Did
powder,
you?
didn't we?
Yeah, we got it in. Yeah, right at the end.
Man, that would have been funny. I know, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, GG, dude.
You
I
as
was
well?
telling chat, I'd already practiced my my closing statement, but I guess we'll save it for Sunday then.
Well, who knows? It might be me making a closing statement.
It's not over until it's over. GG,
No.
dude.
Looking forward to game 3, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild and crazy kids.
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to game 3.
Yeah, for sure. But good job to the both of you. It was a really insane seed, crazy race, but you kept it really exciting. So good job to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you for
I'm not Scudge.
commenting.
Thanks for commentary.
Yeah, no problem.
I think we have